Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you've seen for the title, today we are here to talk about books. Finally, I'm so excited. So I finally finished the entrance to university exams, or however it's called, and now I'm free to read, although I am in the hugest reading slump, and I've been in that huge reading slump for about 4 years now. So as you've seen for the title, I'm going to be talking to you about the books I plan to read this summer, but it's actually the books I plan to read for like a year. So this summer and the summer of the next year, with everything in between, because I'm not reading, to be honest. I'm also going to tell you what kind of videos I'm going to, or I'm planning to make of each book, just in case you're interested. You just keep updated on the channel and I'll be posting them. I will talk about the videos I will make in each book at the end, just in case someone doesn't care. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the books I'm gonna read, and then we talk about it. I've separated the books in two piles. One is the one I'm sure gonna read, and the other is the pile that I'm still not sure about it. Okay, so let's get started. The first book I'm going to be reading, and I've actually already started it. It's this one. It's Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. It's in Spanish. I don't tend to read Spanish books. I tend to read English books. And if you can see, all the books I have are in English, because I don't know. That's the main reason why my channel is in English. And the main reason why I'm reading this book in Spanish is because I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna like it. So I didn't want to spend my money in a book I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy. And yeah, that's about it. The next book I'm going to be reading, and this is really controversial, and I'm so excited to read this, and you know why, because at the end of the video when I talk to you about what kind of videos I'm going to be making for each book, and it's this one, A Court of Wings and Ruin. It's the third book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I was gonna say trilogy. I've already read the first two books. I had them in Spanish, in English and hardback, and I sold them. But I wanted to know how the trilogy ends. I already know everything that happens, and yeah, you know why I'm gonna read that book at the end of the video. Oh, I forgot to mention, but this is from my local library, because I refuse to pay for it, and I have to read this on summer because I have to give it back in September. And the next book I'm going to be talking to you about, I've actually already started it. I am in part 2. This book is divided into 3 parts, and it's the Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley too. And yeah, I want to finish this book. Let's see if I finally finish it. I started this when I bought it, and I bought it I think in January. And finally, in the pile of the books I'm 100% gonna read, we have A Dance with Dragons. And guess what? Yeah, I've started this series as well. I'm actually on page 324 out of 1,000 pages or so. And I started this last year in April or May. And then the end of the 8th season happened. And I stopped. Yeah, that's about it. So these are the books that I'm going to be reading for sure. I think I'll be able to read 2 or 3 in summer. I'm highly hoping I'm able to read 2. Of course, this one will take me the whole summer to finish. So now we are starting with the maybe pile. The pile of books I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to read, let's be honest, in a year from now on. So I'm going to start with these 2, because I have 2 different piles of this. So I'm going to start with the ones that I'm less likely to read. And we start with this. It's The Knight of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I've actually started this book when I bought it, and I bought it, I think it was 3 years ago or something like that. I read up until chapter 8. I don't have it marked, but yeah, I think I read up until chapter 8, and I stopped because I wasn't liking it. I didn't enjoy what I read, but I really want to finish it because I read so many good reviews for this book that I don't know. I want to finish it, and if I don't like it once I'm finished, then I will write a really cool and unpopular opinion on Goodreads. but I think judging a book just having read 8 chapters is not enough. And the other book I'm less likely to read, to be honest, is Truthwits by Susan Denard. And I actually started this book as well because what book have I just started reading? And I read 2 chapters, and this is written really for young adults, but more on the young part of young adults, and that's why I stopped. Because I remember reading, he was good, but they were better. No, that was when I read that, it was just no, I'm not gonna like it. And now with the piles of the maybe that I'm more likely to read. So first we have Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. And oh, I forgot to mention who wrote each book. Never mind. And guess what? Yeah, I've also started this. I read like 2 pages and then I stopped. But I'm actually more likely to read this because I'm a Targaryen, and what I read, I really enjoyed. So why not finish it? Well, because you are in a reading slump. And the last book I have here, not the last, but the last I have physically, that I'm more likely to read is A Song of Ballads and Snakes by Susan Collins. To be honest, from the books that it's a maybe, this is the one that I'm probably reading. In fact, I was going to add this book to the I'm going to be reading pile, but since I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to read this many books, I leave you how many pages the books that I'm going to read are here, and yeah, we can discuss. But one is 600 pages, the other is 1000, and the other 2 are just like 200 pages or so. That's why I wasn't sure I could read this. But I'm actually anticipating this book a lot. I read really mixed reviews, and I really want to know if I like this book or I dislike this book. I want to know what side I'm on. And the other book I'm probably reading is, you have the cover somewhere on the screen. It's The Lost Book of the White, the sequel to The Red Scrolls of Magic, because Malik. And yeah, that's about it for this video. If you don't really want to know what type of videos I'm going to be making for each book, here, finish watching the book here. You know what I'm going to be reading, and if you are interested in watching my videos, you'll see my video pop up, I guess. So yeah, that's about it, and if you don't care to watch anymore, bye. So if you are here, it means that you love me, you love seeing me, you love hearing me, and that you actually want to know what I'm going to be doing. So for the first book, this is the first book I'm going to be reading. I'm probably going to be reading something big while reading this, because this is really middle age, and I came to get bored with middle grade books. The thing is that I'm going to be recording a video log of me reading this. I actually, as I told you, I read the first chapter. It was probably in April. I remember I was wearing winter pajamas. Now we are in summer. It's July. And I recorded what my thoughts were of the first chapter. So you are going to be having a vlog for sure, if it's not too long. And a review, and probably a spoiler-free review, and probably a spoiler-filled review in the same video. So you will get 2 videos in total in this book. From this book, it will be a vlog and a review. Moving on, the book that I'm actually, to be honest, I'm only anticipating reading this because I want to record the video. That's about it. So you won't get a vlog for this book because I refuse, to be honest, unless I think I need to share something that's really important. Maybe you have a clip, but I'm not 100% sure that's gonna happen. It probably won't happen. One thing you're going to have is, one, you are going to know how many times they say made in this book. And I plan on making a review. It will be a spoiler, not spoiler free. It will contain spoilers, because I think I'm gonna hate this book with my whole heart, to be honest. I really think I'm going to dislike this book. And I want to share all my hate and all my frustration about this book. So you'll get I think you call it a discussion. Is it a discussion when you really discuss the whole book? You have a review as well. You have, probably in the same video, you have first the spoiler-free review, and then the discussion. Let's call it discussion. But yeah, it's gonna be me complaining about this book. Who knows? I think I'm gonna dislike it, but maybe I like it. I disliked the first book. I hated the first book. It was so boring for me. But I really enjoyed the second one. Then I read Empire of Storms and hated it, and that's why I didn't finish this. And I guess since Empire of Storms and A Court of Mist and Fury were the same, just with different characters, if I read this, I know how Throne of Glass ends. Okay, next stop we have the Red Scrolls of Magic, and I'm just going to be making a review of this book, a spoiler-free review. I don't think I'll have to comment anything spoilery. Everything I read for now is just, oh, I actually started part 2, lol. Everything I've read up until now, I didn't have any weird thoughts on it, so it's probably just going to be a spoiler-free review. Next stop, Athens with Dragons. This book is hella heavy. I'm going to be leaving this here, okay? Sorry. So this book is the one that's going to be having the most videos of. So you'll have a spoiler-free review, you'll have a spoiler-filled review, we'll have a discussion, we'll have my predictions for the Winds of Winter, we'll have my predictions for Daenerys. For now, 5 videos. If I think of something else, another video, and another one. Maybe I even record a video of how I think how I think A Song of Ice and Fire is going to end. Yeah, and now we are going to be talking about the books that I'm maybe gonna read. Let's start with Fire and Blood, to just have a review. That will be it, to be honest. Because I don't actually think we can talk much about it, so I'll probably have a spoiler-free review, and in the same video, I'll talk more in depth about some of the characters, because there are gonna be a lot in this book, so I don't want to. Why is this less heavy? I mean, I know this has less pages, but this book is hella heavy. If I think that me talking about some of the characters is too long, maybe I'll separate the videos, but for now, I think they are going to be in the same video. For Truth Twist, you'll probably only get a spoiler-free review, unless something happens that really bothers me and I need to complain about it. And if that happens, you'll have that thing in the same video, probably in the spoiler section. I'll divide the books in 2 parts, because I do think that when reviewing, it's really important that you also share what you didn't like with spoilers, just in case someone doesn't care about the spoilers and wants to know why you think this book isn't good or why you think this book is good. But I understand that people don't want to get spoiled. I don't like getting spoiled, that's why I separate the videos. Okay. For The Knife of Never Letting Go, you'll be getting the same as for Truth Wits. You'll be getting a spoiler-free review and maybe a spoiler-filled. For now, what I read, this is really cliche-like, and I hate cliches. That's probably the main reason why I didn't want to read this book. And finally, for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, you'll be getting a spoiler-free review for sure, and maybe a discussion to talk about everything that happens in this book. I think maybe we have to discuss something, because the main character is Jon Snow. What? Is President Snow. So we'll have to discuss something, probably, maybe. And for the sequel to the Red Scrolls of Magic, I don't have any plans. I don't know how the Red Scrolls of Magic is going to happen. I can tell you that when Chain of Iron releases, I'm going to be reading it, and I'll have a vlog, a spoiler-free and a spoiler-filled reviews. But since that's in March of next year, I don't know what will happen in March. Maybe I'm dead, maybe the coronavirus has struck again, and we are in quarantine and I cannot purchase the book. We don't know yet, so we are not going to talk about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are anticipating watching more of me. To be honest, I only recorded this video because 1, I wanted to talk about me reading Echo War, and 2, because this is a way that it's going to force me to read more, because I've shared with the world what I'm going to be doing, so I have to do it. I have to. Don't worry if you're only in this channel because of K-pop, because just because I'm going to start reading doesn't mean that I'm going to stop making K-pop videos. I knew when I created this channel that this was going to be about books, comics, K-pop, about everything I like, and I like these both things we are talking about. I like books and I like K-pop, and it's gonna be here. I actually have a review uploaded, but it's private, of Inuyasha because I read it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you in the next. Bye!